An acrobat in bright orange evaluates you with a smirk. His hair is streaked with grey, and there's a twinkle in his eyes that tells you this guy is definitely going to keep you on your toes.
Well, hello there, new face. I may be quite excited to meet you. Yes. I have a voluptuous suspicion that may be the emotion I'm experiencing. Yes. But of course you are. How could you not be? Look at me after all. Listen to the mellifluous murmur of my voice. Well, hardly a murmur. More like the euphonious booming of a cannon from a stone-turreted castle. Marble on all the floors, gold leaf, filigree wrought iron, and my God, the velvet. If I were a castle, I would be absolutely dipped in velvet. If that was intended as some passive-aggressive hint for me to lower my personal volume, allow me to adjust myself upward a notch or two. Moving on. I do get distracted, don't I? Just so many wonderful things about me on which to expound. My form alone is a temple of wonders. Which part is your favorite?
He gestures to his muscled frame, inviting you to drink him in.
Which of my parts sings the most to you? For me, today anyway, it's my pectorals. They're glistening, enough almost to be felt through the fabric of my tunic. Perhaps this can be the first bridge between us. The first bits of woven lint eventually to form the sturdy, braided rope of our friendship. Do you, like me, enjoy celebrating at the altar of your own glorious form? Ha, indeed. I am an enthusiast for anything that challenges all sides of my glorious vessel. Jerub, I cannot even begin to tell you, but I am nothing if not inventive, fearless, indefatigable. Ha, devilishly so. I haven't given up hope that I'll yet be able to craft a perfect metabolic masterpiece. Gasp! I've had a sudden flash that I should feel excited, but I am not sure why. Explain yourself, brain! Oh, no, wait, I figured it out. Oh, that's more points for me. Huzzah! Would you, my new lovely acquaintance, like to help me create the perfect challenge for my body and mind? Would you help me invent a tango for the triceps, a conga for the core, a quick step for the quadriceps? Awesome, yes, as in capable of inspiring awe, just like my obliques, yes? Yes. I know, I can lie down with Florence, grasp Titus by her intimidating epaulettes, and Russian twist her for 3 sets of 20! What do you think? Oh dear, no. I don't think that's a good idea. Darling, where would I hang from? Dorian? Have you seen him? A slice a la mode? How could I ever focus on form with that form before me? Oh no, no more temptations. I must keep my movement pure. Ah, you are a cruel taskmaster. Lucky for you, I am exceptionally well mastered. Rigorous training is the only way forward, the only way to progress. Bring me the ecstasy of discipline, the sublime breath of skill. Oh, for the love of Lint, I sound like him. Washford, of course. He's almost monastic in his approach to physical work. I've never been in better shape. Call Washford for me. Yes, obviously. If you were genuinely far away, this would be so much less torturous. But as it is the stuff of pure drama. Sumptuous, don't you think? Just wait a moment. He should be here. It appears your pipes are not glorious enough to traverse the great distance that still persists between us. You'll have to use your feet. Not as glorious. Slightly floppy, really, but hopefully effective. Have at it!
A handsome acrobat greets you with a small yet theatrical little bow, placing a hand on his chest and tipping his head forward. He has the aura of a veteran showman, but he doesn't look particularly pleased to have you as his audience.
Greetings, weary traveler. You seem taken aback. Quite natural. It was not my intention to frighten you, though I grant I'm known to be a disquieting presence when I'm in a mood. Tiger, tiger, tell me your little gray cells burn brighter than that. Yes, a long and solitary bad mood. For this, for everything, we are out of tune. You aren't serious. You jest. You want to hear my story? I am a servant to the drama of the heart. Sigh. I am awash in the scurryings of lives, countless stories. I am filled with water, the fundamental state of all things. Water, the tears you cry when you are born, when you are made, when you are broken. It is the sweat that drips from brows and shaking knuckles in alleyways, in schoolyards. It flows over its own frozen self down dry and grateful throats. It drops from noses in blazing sunshine onto lemon-printed bathing suits. It is the wellspring of ancient secrets, held in rough clay bowls. I am surrounded by it. You cannot know the agony that exact decision has caused me. I cannot talk about it. You'll have to ask Drysdale about it. The pale betrayal. You have no idea. But not only that, not only do I hold the limitless, the unfathomably simple, I hold the dirt of life. The blood stuck in denim from skinned knees comes to me. The stains of earth from a weekend spent burrowing into trees, and the slimy, crawly things. The makeup smeared onto shirt collars and cuffs, streaked mascara, and embers of a lipstick that blazed once. All of this comes to me to be absolved. It may be dissolved, but it does not disappear. It cannot. Nothing does. I must keep it all. It is a vast treasure house of memories, of senses, and it is safe with me. But how can I, just me, survive that? How could anyone bear the weight of that much life? It is the words. It is language. To be able to communicate, to share the burden. It is poetry that keeps me afloat in my own sea. You mean it? Then this at last is the dawn? Such bewilderment comes with the sight of the room, I cannot tell. I have lost my only friend.
He gazes off into the distance, something clearly weighing on him. His eyes narrow for a few moments, and then he sighs.
Yes, my God, haven't I done enough? Drysdale. He was a phantom of delight when first he gleamed upon my sight. But we are quite forsaken. We were a duo. An acrobatic team rivaled by none on earth. We were swift, smooth, and strong. I wish you could have seen him fly to the vault of paved heaven. Our performances were legend. They came from many rooms away to watch us, to applaud us. And joy filled me as wine in a glass overflowed. Past tense, but the physical connection between him and me, it is like nothing I have ever known before or since. He does not need poetry like I do. When he talks, it is a breeze to my tempest, and to him my tempest seems but a suggestion, a rumor of rain in another man's country. Until we didn't. Until he was too busy to perform, too occupied with other things to tumble with me. The bond was broken, the bright cord severed. He abandoned me, and when he was finally ready again, I was unreachable, locked in my own Sheol, trying to claw my way back to a friend who could not hear me. The wall between us has been impenetrable ever since. Yes, it's been years. As I said, traveler, a long and solitary bad mood. All moving things come to an end. A knotted willow. I miss him every day. Though you have been a rather dismissive and flippant creature, I find I am still charmed. I didn't know I could still feel that way. You're asking me to have faith. I would be hard-pressed to acquiesce if not for, well, I've tried everything else. Thank you, sincerely, for listening. It has been so long since anyone has stopped, has heard me.
Oh, you're back. Try not to bore me too much this time. I challenge you to leave me speechless. Well, well. Look at you. That may be possible. I do adore trying new things. So you are. More points for you. You are doing well. What a fun game this is. My. Look at you. Collecting all the points and the gold stars and the defending of the personal freedoms. I love it. You know what else I love? Flowers. Big bouquets of them. Birds of paradise are my favorites. They're impossible to get here. Oh, but you did. That pretty being here gives me so much more wonderful greenery to contemplate. It's just been so long since I had anyone to talk to. Oh, how are you going to take care of me if you don't know my personal tastes? Points. Ask me a question. Divine my being. Bleu cheese? Didst thou say bleu cheese? It's burrata or death! Olives without accoutrements, though. I once ate a whole jar unassisted. Washford couldn't stand to kiss me for days. At least, not on the mouth. Ha! But it was tasty. I've never been sorry. Oh, this is an easy one. I have a long-standing love affair with the tassel hound. And if you don't know what a tassel hound is, which wouldn't surprise me given that you're, well, human, you must go and chat with Matteo. Yes, so damn many of them, you know, and they are adorable. Well, I would love to help, but I can't be bothered as I have this physique to sculpt. Well, of course, silly. We are stackables, after all. We are not brothers or anything incestuous as that. Just a mere 25-year fling. Yes, I suppose, But time means less to me than some others I know. It's been a blink of a timer setting, really. Years. Years. It's been years. Yes. And that must be the end of your game, because it was by far the most important and tricky and insightful question. And since I answered all of them correctly, I win! I love to win. Oh, I love gold stars. I love Washford. I love Washford. Oh, damn it.
Drysdale runs a hand through his hair, shaking his head.
Oh, God. I can't tell you how inconvenient this is. Do you? Truly? Ah, so many don't. Not that I've confessed or confided in anyone else in this linoleum gossip shop. I think the consensus about Washford is that he's a wet nurse for pablum and I'm better off. Or it could be also that I'm a flighty and performative hot air balloon and he's better off. But either way, I just couldn't stand to hear it, so I've never asked. But if you really do understand the gross inconvenience represented by true feeling for someone, then I am grateful. You must do something for me. You can see now, I trust, that I am incapable of solving this puzzle on my own. I'm too bound up in it, and I have loved being bound up before, Cherub, believe you me. With this dramatic pause, I am entangled, and you must help me. You must talk to him for me. You must, please. Try to repair this chasm, this rift. It's like a new stained canyon has torn its way through my heart. Will you, please? Understood. I've always considered promises to be rather passé anyway. Sort of just like berry hats. Just, don't. Really. Thank you.
Oh, look. A fantastic red shirt. I imagine you want me to swoon. You may have wandered with mad disquietude into a world which will overwhelm you. I must confess, there is a part of me which longs to see you drowned in it. Drowned in the darkness and the sorrow, if only so that I will be understood in the eyes of one who is drowned like me. I'm positively sopping. I was. My God, I was. And the light and the darkness consumed us both. And time crept in this penitent crawl moment, to night, and I didn't notice. I had not enough breath in me to care for anything but this, for anyone but this, for anywhere but this now, my love. Come with me. Come before me. With a look so piteous as if we had been loosed out of hell to revel in horrors. You know only a heap of broken images. A casual forgetting of even the shallow breath you're shackled to. You are a poor, marionetted hanged man, dripping from his cobweb strings. Come with me. Come into that deep water. I will give you lustful abandon under a salted rage of stars. Have I captured you? Love comes in so many forms, you see. It does not have to last forever to be true. We can be shattered in a moment as easily as in a lifetime. I can ruin you for an afternoon, and in the years to come, you will dream about your hour on the high cliff, while you trudge through shadowed valleys. Anything real is an honor. Anything real is a shrieking exaltation to love. Now you must see, you must understand, that words are not just shapes on a page. Words are the conduit. Words are the channel. Through words, I can enlighten your mind. I can challenge your perception. I can touch your heart. I am a poet, dear one. I can touch anything I want. Tell me, do you know of Macbeth? I mean nothing of the sort. I do not dabble in that drabble. I speak of the tragedy of Macbeth by William Shakespeare, circa 1606. Ah. What do you think about it? Too true. Too true. Modern drama is so soft, don't you agree? What a wonderful inkling is circling around to this big drum of mine. Macbeth was not completely alien to you. Does it therefore stand to reason that other masters of the weaving of words might also be within your ken? Tell me, and for the sake of whatever it is that you love, tell me true. What other magicians of pen and ink stir your soul? Wonderful. Names, names. Ah, poet of love, bard of bold and dizzying devotion, the original pure erotica. He is indeed the gentle master of our most profound and elementary folly. Do you have a favorite poem? A favorite line? Fill my ears once more with the rich food of words. Ecstatic motion. And don't I, above any other, understand the gift of true ecstatic motion? God, we would fly. He would fly, and my soul would join him, cavort with him amongst the uppermost shelves. The wild applause of the Diogenes. Only through the poetry of Rumi have I found anything akin to that experience. Words. Words have been my only solace since the day this tomb closed in around me. This tomb of nothingness. This tomb of my own making. No, no, you fool! I cannot do it by myself! Without heat, I am cold. Without dry air blasting across me like the desert winds, I am sopped, dragging and sucking at the ground like a betentacled misanthrope. I am incomplete. I am, ye gods, you. You, fellow lover of tumbling text, you are right. How could anyone possibly love me if I refuse to love myself? If I refuse to accept that I, too, am the universe dancing in joyous destruction? Your depression is connected to your insolence and refusal to praise. I cannot thank you enough. I am afraid I shall never know how to thank you.
Washford looks deeply unhappy. He's hardly the cheeriest guy in the house as it is, but this is a new level.
Ah, the old sensation. My affliction returns. This happens when it's much too dark, when I cannot see clearly. I cannot move. I feel heavy. I feel dark. The weight of the world on my drum, crawling over my eyes like some shadowed army. I cannot spin. And you should see me spin. But then it's this. Slow, creaking, or burdened. There are times I am no better than a washboard at a basin. Go now. I'm no good for conversation anymore. Ah, you are returned. Each sunrise should be greeted with the same surprise and gratitude. I am, as you might have gleaned, glad to see you. I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking that we have had our disagreements. There have been several moments I wanted to toss you out on your derriere and watch you bounce, flopping on the floor with your silly modern notions jangling around your skull. But then, I have thought that I have respected you. There are so few beings who would ever disagree with me out loud, much less over time, and even less than that with respect or with curiosity. And so, I am thinking that I may at last have a friend. A true friend. Water, they say, is a universal solvent. Perhaps you are that thing that makes me who I am. You are the stubborn, life-affirming, challenging stain. Yes, precisely, in the best possible way. Do you accept? If you are a stain, you are dark chocolate, or rich green grass. You are extraordinary, and indicative of a fine experience. So, new friend, what is on your mind these days? Drysdale. And what about him? My other true, if lost, if irretrievable, friend. Drysdale. I have dreamt of him. His face has been before my eyes like a veil, covering and coloring my world for longer than I care to recall. I do love him, but do you find that there comes a moment when love itself is not enough? This love was so outsized once that it could hold the mistakes and the pain, but it has deflated. And well, if he will apologize, if he will see what he did and how it hurt me, the love will be free. I will see him anew, and we together will leave that ugly country. If he cannot or will not, then I will leave the love behind. I will carry only the memory. The resizing of my love for him has opened me. Perhaps to you, if you will have me. I am no longer limited by false loyalty, fear in a frock coat. Do you accept my love? Drysdale and I very soon shall know where we stand. But you, where do you and I stand now? A drop of water will seek its source, so I shall seek you. My, your fantastic red shirt. The crimson of a burning sunset. I love it! Together. Well, that would be quite a thing. That would be the joy of my eternity. But there are conditions. There always have been, I suppose. But at long last I can name them. I will no longer watch silently while the love I pour into him is siphoned off in dalliances with bare-chested lollygaggers. I must have his eyes on mine with a recognition of the past. He must say that he is sorry. I'm almost embarrassed by the simplicity of my request. Until that comes, I will not move 1 inch. Oh? I cannot breathe. And you, do you think I should go? We are. We always have been. I cannot thank you enough. What selflessness, what dedication, not just to a friendship, but to the higher meaning of love. You truly are precious to me.
Yes? Oh, you caught me at a time when I was, sitting here like a lump. A big cubey lump. You what? Oh, of course he did. He was probably just draped all over the floor, dripping emotions. He's an obvious one to ask if you're trying to accomplish something. I know! It's exhausting! It was exhausting anyway. He hasn't exhausted me in years. Oh, I just don't think I can go into it. Heavy emotion is such a burden to an effervescent spirit. Oh, chatting is just so tantalizingly close to real talk. Why don't I just divulge, hmm? I don't like to tell this story. I don't know that I ever have, really. Washy called it the pale betrayal. Oh, sweet, dry as sheet. Never tell him I used that name in front of you. I wasn't even allowed to use it in a public place. He'd purse his lips if I did. It's unmistakable. But I did it anyway. I loved his lips. So you've noticed them too. I thought I recognized a fellow addict. Lips anonymous, eh? And as taken as I've always been by them, it wasn't enough. There's a young hormone around here named... Perhaps you've brushed up against him at some point. He's hard to miss. In any event, he has this habit of taking off his clothes. He wanders around, nearly nude, unbothered by the temperature changes he engenders in others. Permanent press, darling. He used to do it so often that Washford and I took to using his clothes as part of our act. We would flip them and wring them and fold them whilst he was flipping and folding and wringing me. It was, my God, it was spectacular. I was spectacular. But after years of doing this act with Washford, it began to grind on me. Washford can be very difficult, and one being can only take so much from another before the pressure has to be released. The heat has to go somewhere. Well, we were in the middle of our act. We were using Dirk's red jeans and one of his chest-smushing polos, and Dirk was just lying there like he used to, dirty and shirtless, and I had this brilliant idea of including him in the performance. No, I did not, all right? We were in the middle of our performance. You think nature asks an opinion in the middle of creation? Dirk didn't have to do anything. I just struck up conversation. It was this sexy, witty, improvisatory repartee. He just kept saying the nicest things to me about our act and my costume and how much he liked the musculature of my shoulders. So I kept him talking and I refused to give him his clothes back. Oh, innocent. You should have seen him glisten all naked. You wouldn't have given his clothes back either. I mean, I would have eventually, yes, but that was the genius bit. I just kept our act going. The last part of the choreography was always Washford passing the clothes to me and then me spinning them around and around, faster and faster, building up all this tremendous heat, this anticipation, this breathlessness, and at the last second whipping them all out into the audience and letting the audience catch them all hot and billowy. So I just kept talking to Dirk, and Washford was supposed to keep holding me, and the clothes while Dirk got more and more colourful, and I laughed, and the audience laughed and screamed, and it was, my God, it was poetry! I know, don't you think I know? In retrospect, yes, of course it was wrong. Yes, the clothes stayed a little wet. They mildewed the tiniest bit. They made Washford sick. He said he had a cough. And afterwards he called it the pale betrayal. What an nonsense, dramatic exaggeration of the only good idea this act has seen in decades. Mildew is white, you see. Sometimes grey. Yes. I suppose so. I was barely flirting. I would hardly qualify it like that. Dirk was just being nice. Washford was always so damn sensitive. It wasn't really flirting. He was being complimentary, and I was playing along. If that's flirting, then I need practice. I was performing. I was making our act better in the process. So, what's the harm? Yes. Yes, I loved him. I am. Dirk was just being so nice to me. No, not nicer. Of course not. Just Washford can be so mysterious. You know, he can be very difficult to read. Sometimes I didn't know where I stood with him or how he felt. It was just nice for once to be talking to someone whose every other word was how wonderful I am. Dirk told me I had inspirational extension. And I do! You haven't seen it, but I'm basically one of those nesting ladders. Points. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't mean to do anything wrong. I just needed to know that Washford loved me. I just needed him to say it, I suppose. That's all. Maybe. It's an interesting suggestion. I'm not saying I'm convinced. I'm still hurt, but also I'm over it, and I don't care. And I don't really miss my former friend. I mean, I do miss him. Desperately. But I'm not that easy. I mean, I don't want to be. I would so much rather be suave. Genuinely suave. I've always wanted to be more mysterious than I am. You sound like Washford. How do you know he even wants to be with me again? Oh no. Nothing. I just haven't cried in years. Call his name for me, would you? Call for Washford. Call his name! Again! I fear I shall never speak to him again. Oh, right. Washford? Hello? Washford, hear my cry. Fine. Pushy today, aren't we? Washford!
He scoffs, hurt evident in his eyes.
See? Nothing. Nothing at...
Hello, Drysdale.
You've never seen Drysdale so lost for words. He looks positively taken aback.
Hello? I didn't think you'd come.
I know. I didn't think I would either, truthfully. With so much water bearing up under our bridge, I thought the fire between us would long since have been drowned. But when I heard your voice...
My voice?
I couldn't resist.
Oh, my darling. You never could resist my calling to you, could you?
My being sings to the thunder of your merest whisper, my love.
Oh, hush, you flirt. Never hush. Flirt with me. Forever. You want to be included? Swept into this gorgeous maelstrom and carried along on the unknown tide?
You sound like me, my love.
So I do. Oh, God. Is that a good thing?
I thought my heart could get no fuller. But the promise of another bright and loving companion on our voyage, glorious potential realized.
Oh, Washy. You've become so free-spirited. Of course you're welcome, Cherub. We wouldn't have it any other way. And don't worry, I'll devise some sort of training regime to get you up to snuff so you can keep up.
Drydy, let's not try to frighten the poor initiate.
There's my cheeky monkey. Washy! Our cheeky monkey is back.
What a pleasure to see you once more, dear one. I assume you returned for a reason?
To see us, obviously. Ha! Forgive him, Cherub. He can still be just the tiniest bit dense. Oh, how sweet. I knew it.
You knew it, Drydy. Consider your hello delivered and received with pleasure. A pleasure soon to be repeated, one dares to hope.
Too dare to hope, Washy. Come back soon. Washy! Our cheeky monkey is back.
What a pleasure to see you once more, dear one. I assume you returned for a reason?
To see us, obviously. Ha! Forgive him, Cherub. He can still be just the tiniest bit dense.
Real. My love.
We shall be real. Oh, dear Barbara, I always dreamed this day would come. I just have to say, I am blown away that it's come at the hands of our lovely new friend.
You knew this day would come?
Well, yes.
You knew that one day we would cease to be machines and be magically transmuted into actual living, breathing human beings through some shade-based alchemy?
Yes, of course I knew. And look, it's happening. So there.
Ah, Drydy, I do love you more than life.
Okay, you two. Now kiss.
The spectral energy flows through your dateviators, and what was once merely a washer and dryer unit becomes... Washford and Drysdale look each other up and down, in disbelief and then joy, each examining the other and laughing.
Drydy, my God, look at you.
Washy, you living god. Look at you.
Living? You called me living?
That I did, darling. Light of my life. And now, we can truly live together.
Drysdale lifts Washford into his arms, the two of them sharing a tender embrace. They break apart just enough to give you a positively devilish look.
Oh, monkey. Are you suggesting what I think you're suggesting?
Dear Drydy, I believe so. It has been such a long time since we experienced anything like this. What a sacred and joyous exploration we're about to embark on. May I say, dear one, we are honored.
Honored? Ha! Well, all right, not ha, but to hell with honored. We're turned on, is what we are. Buckle up, Buttercup.
Despite an initial bout of trepidation, you find Washford and Drysdale to be consummate lovers. Gentle, powerful, exploratory, and joyous. There are a few things you decide you're not ready to try.
Oh, Cherub, don't worry. I haven't dropped anyone in decades.
But for the most part, and in more ways than you can count, it becomes one of the great adventures in your memory.
It has been one of our greatest adventures, too, dear one.
Washford and Drysdale did at least one thing together perfectly, and now in their human forms they took to it once more. Not being made of metal made them fly faster and higher than ever before. As an acrobatic duo, they remained unmatched, and they've added several new skills to their combined repertoire. Drysdale took up aerial silks, lyra, and pole dancing. Washford became quite proficient at juggling swords and fire, and together they perfected a tandem trick diving routine. They're currently working on an act that incorporates silk, fire, and acrobatics in a single series of tricks, and so far only one doublet has been burned to ash. They are hopeful. adored, and they are very much in love. Washford and Drysdale took their brand new duo act on the road and fell absolutely flat. It was a shock to all, but they rallied. They found work together at a landscaping company. Washford boosts Drysdale into the highest trees, and Drysdale does some phenomenal things with leaf and branch. It is not rare for you to wake up and find that in the night your yards have been transformed into phantasmagoric bonsai wonderlands. It is meant as an extravagant love note, and you do take it as such.